Welcome to Spinsterhood. My name's Jill and I'll be your guide, and it's December and I think it's the perfect time for a holiday survival guide, specifically for us singles. So I think we can get through this season together in one piece. The holidays are coming up really soon, and they're always a great time of year. You know, we all look forward to them, but you know, if you're single, they do present their own challenges. And so as someone who has spent 99% of my holidays single, I feel that I am well equipped to give my fellow singles some tips, especially if you're newly single for the holidays and you're not quite sure how to navigate these waters. Trust me, I've got just the thing to get you through Christmas, New Year's, and Valentine's Day. Let's get started, shall we? Let's start with Christmas. It is the first up in the calendar, and I gotta tell you, the biggest piece of advice when it comes to Christmas is to stay away from the holiday romantic movies, okay? So essentially the Hallmark Channel, that's a no-fly zone until after New Year's Day. If you want to get in the Christmas spirit with movies, you got plenty of options. Rudolph, you know, The Grinch, Charlie Brown, Polar Express, pretty much anything that was marketed towards 10 years of age and under, it's gonna be gold. And or Die Hard. So one of the two, children or violence. Those are your options for Christmas movies. Tip 2 for Christmas is to keep yourself busy, especially if you are newly single and this is your first holiday season alone. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do. Keeping yourself busy is going to help you immensely, all right? You can go on like a holiday bar crawl. A lot of cities offer these. If you don't drink, you can do obviously window shopping, Christmas caroling, you can go to tree lightings, you can do a cookie swap. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. The biggest thing is scheduling time with friends and family to see them, because really that's what the holidays are all about, is spending time with your friends and family. So, you know, significant other is optional for that happiness. The more things you schedule, the better. New Year's Eve, the most overrated holiday for single people. Here's why New Year's Eve is not good for single people. Mainly because we've built it up as, and we, I mean society, has built it up as this magical evening where all these things happen. You meet someone if you're single, you're able to kiss them at midnight, or there's proclamations of love, such as in When Harry Met Sally. You know, the stroke of midnight has this magical quality to it, and I think a lot of people get their hopes up that something amazing is gonna happen at midnight. Adjust your expectations. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, but if you go into New Year's Eve with the expectation simply that you're gonna have a great night, whether it's staying in, which is totally a great option, especially for my fellow introverts. There's nothing wrong with staying in on New Year's Eve in sweatpants, watching whatever took the place of Dick Clark, and just relaxing and maybe going to bed early, right? Or inviting friends over and doing like a pajama party. You can totally do that. You can have fun at home, or go all out if you're gonna go out, which is what I'd recommend if you're gonna go out. If you're gonna go out, just go out, man. Spend the money, have an amazing meal, party, dance with friends. But again, have the expectation that it's a great night out. And set your sights on the new year as opposed to midnight, because that way, if you don't meet someone that night, which the odds are likely that you won't, those are the odds, you'll start your year off with a sense of hope and looking forward, as opposed to starting off sad that these things that you were hoping were gonna happen didn't happen. Moving on. Valentine's Day, the most useless popular holiday that there is. Let's be real. Pretty much, if you're single, you're bombarded with messages of couples and love and relationships and blah, 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 blah. Thanks. Love it. Thanks for reminding me that I don't have that. Suddenly I've turned into David Spade. But point being, it's a useless holiday. But I do think that there are some things that you can do to make it a day that you'll actually look forward to. I did do a video about this in the past, but to reiterate, I make that day all about me. Yeah, all about me. And it's fantastic. So essentially, I set aside February 14th every year as a day where I will do things that make me happy. So normally it's a decadent meal that I'll make because I like to cook, but if you hate to cook, order out, right? I've done like lobster mac and cheese and, you know, steak and like twice baked potatoes and dessert and all that kind of stuff. And then I watch a movie that I love, or a movie that I've really wanted to see that I wait to rent until that night. Last year, I ended up getting my tattoo that day. I scheduled my tattoo appointment and I went that day. It's a great time to set something aside for yourself. If you live somewhere warm, go for a hike. If you're not into that and you'd much rather relax, schedule a spa day. You could get a massage that day. A lot of places have specials for Valentine's Day. You could reap those benefits. Might as well, right? Something that makes you happy that you would like to do or have done, save it for that day. Because then February 14th becomes a day that you do look forward to, and it's a chance for you to show yourself some love. And that's always a good thing. So there you go, some tips and advice on how to get through the holiday season as a single person. And take it from me, I know, because I've spent pretty much every holiday season alone. I think I had one holiday season where I was with someone, and other than that, they've all been flying free. And that's fine, because you don't, and listen, I've said this before on this channel and I cannot say it enough, so I'm gonna say it again. You don't need a relationship to be happy. You know why? Because there's the world and life filled with things like ice cream and music and, you know, sunsets. And then there's this that's relationships, romantic relationships. See what I'm saying? So, you know, if you're newly single and you're kind of worried about how this holiday season's gonna go, trust me, you're gonna get through it. And my hope is that you will enjoy it. Find the joy in the holiday season. It is everywhere as long as you're looking. Okay? Look for the joy and ye shall find it. That's the overarching message. So, till next time, you stay confident, and I wish you all a very, very merry and happy and joyous holiday season. And this has been Spinsterhood. Welcome to Spinsterhood. It's Jill. Hey guys, hey guys, it's Jill.